So today I'll be trying out a new concealer from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Full Wear More Than a Concealer. So I bought the shade 350 Bisque, which is the 5th lightest shade available. I usually prefer like a brighter under eye, but this shade I noticed in the store had a bit of a peachy undertone, and since I have really horrible inner corner dark circles, I thought this would be a better fit for me. So this concealer is available in 24 shades, which is a huge improvement for drugstore concealers. They're normally available in 5 to 6 shades. I picked this up for $11 and you get 0.33 fluid ounces of product. And if you're new here, I'll link my playlist for all the other concealers I've tried in the description box down below, or you can click right up there to watch. And on L'Oreal's website, some of the claims read, "Experience more than a traditional concealer. Infallible Full Wear Concealer is our most pigmented and full coverage concealer with an extra large applicator to provide maximum coverage in just one stroke. Our waterproof, non-greasy formula won't transfer, fade, or flake and dries down to a thin, natural finish that lasts up to 24 hours. The extra large doe foot applicator and elastic texture allows for easy application and extra playtime," whatever that means. Use under the eyes or for the full face to cover imperfection, redness, and scars. Can also be used on the body to minimize the appearance of stretch marks, veins, or bruises. So if you're enjoying this video while you're watching it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to know more about the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer and how it applies and wears throughout the day, don't go anywhere, just keep watching. So I'm also filming a review today for the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, which is why my face looks like this. This video will be going up first, followed by the concealer video. So if you'd like to watch the foundation review, you can click right up there to watch. So this is the packaging. Comes with this ginormous doe foot applicator. It's probably about the same size as my baby finger, and I'm not too sure about the color of this. It looked way lighter in the store, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I don't want to use too much because I can always go back and add more, especially when it's full coverage. So I thought the shade would be a little too dark for me at first, but it seems to blend in really well with the foundation that I chose. So that's the side with concealer and that's the side without. The formula was thick but not too thick, and there seems to be a bit of a sheen reflecting from under my eye. I'm not sure how I feel about these huge honkin' doe foot applicators. I mean, they're not bad, it's just they're kind of unnecessary. So I didn't have any issues getting this to blend out, and so far it seems to be drying okay. Like, I don't see any clinging to under eye dryness, and the color seems to be working out really well for me. I thought it looked to be the right color in the tube, but when I opened it, I don't know, for whatever reason on the applicator it looked a lot darker. It doesn't really matter in the end, I guess, so long as it is the right color on my face. Yeah, and there's a light sheen there, which I really like. It's not like glittery, but there is definitely a light reflection thing happening. But so far everything looks good. It's concealing the dark circles. There's nothing creasing or settling into fine lines yet. Hopefully it stays that way. It doesn't seem to be causing any under eye dryness. So the time is 10:37. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna go on with my day, and then I will check in with you in 5 hours and let you know how this has been holding up. So the time is 4:39. Sadly, this concealer isn't really working out that great for me. From far away, it looks great. Up close, well, it's a big old mess. Where I'm having issues is it just looks dry. It really looks dry. I would have to zoom you in so you could see what I see, but there's really no reason for this crazy dryness. I, especially in the wintertime, always use a little bit of the Ordinary's rosehip seed oil, and I just lightly pat it in the inner corner of my eyes before I apply concealer, and that 9 times out of 10 seems to work, unless it's a drying formula. So I will zoom you in and I will show you my under eyes. That is what I'm working with. You see like all the caking that's happening and the dryness that's occurring in the corner, and I'm getting it on both sides here. Now, one positive is the coverage seems okay. My dark circles don't seem to be coming through, but the dryness is pretty bad. So that's what I'm working with right now. At this point, I'm just hoping it doesn't get any worse, but I will check in with you in another 5 hours and let you know how this has been holding up. So the time is 8:49. Concealer has been on for over 10 hours now. So let's get a look at this. Yeah, it's looking really dry under there and really textured. As far as coverage is concerned, it's just starting to wear away a little bit, but yeah, that dryness thing is not looking good. At least my eyes don't look drier than they did earlier this afternoon, but they're still looking pretty dry. So I'll just zoom you in quickly and you can see my under eyes. It's starting to like, it's really caked bad in the corner area there. Same with this eye. It's starting to wear away there and it's looking really textured and not too great. This one definitely has some longevity to it. It has done a great job concealing and blurring the dark circles, but I don't know, I'm not a fan. Although this dryness thing I have happening hasn't gotten any worse, I just can't see myself reaching for this one, mainly because this started to go bad around the 4 or 5 hour mark. It's not the worst concealer I've ever used, but it's definitely not one of my favorite ones either. I think for myself, my skin type tends to do better with more glowy concealers. This one definitely had more of a mattifying feel to it. So if you have combo or oily type skin, I think this one might be okay. But for people with dry skin, I think there are better options out there. As I mentioned earlier, I had applied some rosehip seed oil in the inner corners of my eyes just to help with the spreadability of this concealer, and all that moisture is completely gone. So at this point, I just don't see myself reaching for this one again. So I think I covered everything. If you have any further questions, just leave them in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!